Melancholy, fear the approaching doom. Know your fears, but don't let them consume. Innocence lost, and no one is immune. We all will know loss when we're under the pearl moon.
Hey, there we go. Oh, I got myself muted. There we go, I got myself muted. Haha, I am back. There we be. Welcome. It is the Sunday. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
And we got Mr. Technical on the top corner. Mr. Kylock will be here by voice until he figures out his video. In the meantime, we are all chilling, getting ready to play tonight's game. Man, oh man. Last week, what did we do? We made our way into the city. And in the city of the elves, we're walking around. We gathered some info on what our buddy Varis, I think, was doing there for us. We went over and saw a shopkeeper and learned that he is friendly with the Adventurers Guild and helped us out with some items that we needed, etc., etc. We had some downtime in the house of Varis in the city where we leveled up to level 6. So everybody goes up to level 6. Hurrah! Switch out spells, upgrade items, get new abilities, and whatnot. Yeah, that's awesome. And we're gonna
speaking to that, DM, if I can interrupt for just a second.
Go for it.
The magical instrument that I got.
Yes.
Do I actually get what the properties of that are since we paid for it?
Yeah, of course, yes. Yep.
That would be nice.
That is true. Yep, the magical instrument does does have what is exactly there. That is what you bought. That is what he had. And you'll be able to use those abilities with your skills and numbers.
Jackson also made his way while everyone else was shopping and got some wolves processed into cloaks. So those winter wolf pelts that he's been carrying are now cloaks.
Winter wolf cloaks. That's awesome.
And he went and got a shield with a bladed edge on it for Branthrin.
Oh.
Which was a short sword's damage, we said, yeah?
Yeah. So he's going to give you a shield. It's got a sharpened edge on the bottom. If you wish to smash somebody with it, it can do damage just equal to a short sword. You might have to type it in manually, but...
Yeah, it's 1d6.
Plus strength.
And then Jackson also got, what was it? His feathers.
Yeah. You got a lot of pearls from the group.
Yeah. Someone went to go buy pearls when the only thing I needed was some feathers.
I think we bought you 1,000 gold pieces worth of pearls, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that was something that Clarifel Kylock almost did.
Yeah, I don't know for sure
Until
if he
realized the price.
Tried to pay the shopkeeper off with, of course, 2 platinum for 1,000 gold. Did not go over well.
8 pennies on the dollar, yeah.
And we were talking in town, and we learned a couple things. We learned that, of course, the Fae were attacking somewhere up north, making it hard for people going by to the dock area over to the east. And we encountered Rylon over in the west, who had Fae attacking over there. Something was going on. We didn't know quite what. I forget at the end of the day where we left off, but I know that we found out about a camp held up on the east near the docks, and there was some said to be a nobleman there and a priestess that were sent, and the name was Litharin and Telka. They were over, at a camp in the east at the time. We were getting all that information, so we had different info coming in. We had spent some time to level up, identify items, And that's where we're going to be at the moment. Yep.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm adding a shield. Is it just a shield? Is it shield +1, +2?
Shield itself, I
Actually,
think.
not spend that much. Yeah, just shield with bladed edge.
Shield with bladed edge. I think it gives you, what is it, +1 AC for shield?
Yeah, shield is +1 AC. Or I might be thinking of my defender style. Let me confirm that.
I know it's something to the AC. It's a fixed.
It's
fixed number.
+2.
Oh, is it 2? Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go up to a. Let's view you for a second here. Just curious. So you're at a 17 right now. Is that with shield?
Yeah, that's with the. I have a shield +1.
Then yeah, it's not as good as your +1 shield, but it's nice for if you want to smash people with it.
Yeah. Okay. So you're still up there between 17 and 18. You have very, very high AC, very high armor. You are very well protected. So you have protection and you have the ability to smash people with it now. There you go. All right. Now, as well, we can always pick different paths for you. Just because it's telling you have to go berserker, we can always go different ways if you wish to. My God, we got so many. We'll have to adjust the sheet if you choose to go that way. But there are a lot of different primal paths.
A lot of different ways to kick someone's ass.
Yeah, Zealot, Storm Herald, Ancestral Garden. Okay, we'll have to make up a little list. Let's see if that's where you want to be as a berserker. If not, then we'll continue out of there. Hit points will go up.
Be a zealot. Come on.
Be a zealot.
I think I got the camera working. It'll be out there in a second.
All right, you take your time. Let's look at the zealot in the meantime. I'll take a look. Fueled by by a religious zeal, destruction to foes. That's awesome.
Pick some water deity. Just wreak havoc on the land.
Just steal the entire plot of Team Aqua.
Divine Fury, Warrior of the Gods. Wow. 3rd level, you're marked for endless battle. If a spell such as Raise Dead has the sole effect of restoring you to life, the caster doesn't need material components. Divine Fury. Oh, wow. While you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack takes an extra 1d6 plus half your barbarian level.
Yeah, plenty of different ways to kick someone's ass.
Man, that's so cool. So many good ways. Well, Mr. Kylok, as you're there in your technical wonder, what have you learned? Oh, there he is.
Hey!
It worked. It works. Holy
The
crap.
app decided to not talk to the computer anymore, so I have to reinstall the app.
Nice. Well, it works. Welcome.
We're happy to see you, buddy. Even if the
Thanks.
camera wasn't.
Thank you. Good to be back. I have to upgrade my guy, though. Still.
Slowly upgrade your guy. We got lots of time. We're chilling in town. We've gone to a shop where a guy was friendly to us. We got some supplies. If there's anything else we need, information.
And I'm sure that Jackson got tons of information from that old man he was talking with.
So much. I actually got you a wolf pelt processed into a cloak.
Oh, my wolf's gonna love that.
Yep, it's one of the winter wolf ones, so they'll really love
nice.
it. Although I'll also point out that the one I got for Clairvel is noticeably nicer than the rest of them.
Well, you know. We gotta
Paid
keep
for a
our
little
bard.
better quality on that one.
Does it have a hood?
Bard's gonna look
Yes.
good to make money.
Yes, specifically yours is the one that has the classic wolf's hood.
Yeah, I'm hood up.
Immediately, yeah.
Yep. Is there maybe I'm gonna roll a knowledge history for finding a local out of the way tavern that certain individuals might not be recognized at.
Oh, okay.
That would be a 12 on a history.
12's not bad. You can kind of sort of remember some places on the edge of town. You don't remember them by name, but
Yeah, let's
make your way
go
there.
Or, off the street, just chill out, figure out what our next move is, everybody.
I'm not exactly sure why my camera's not widescreen like everybody else's. That's weird.
So we can be more focused on you, buddy.
Yeah, really.
What's everybody think of that? I'm
Underway Tavern? Sure.
Persuasion to this. 22 for persuasion on the party. Come on,
22?
Dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
You had me at Tavern.
Yeah.
Claire
Gotta be
Bell.
a tavern. I'm sure there's beer there.
There is beer there. Persuade everyone to get out and get active in the city. He's bored, doesn't want to sit in the house. He's sick of waiting around for Varis. Riles you all up and leads you to the far edge of town.
There we go.
Far edge of town,
Should
you
be
make
wide
your
enough,
way.
shouldn't it? Oh, maybe not. I can't figure it out.
It's a bit wider.
Far edge of town, you make your way into a tavern. Walk inside, and we got a bunch of tables. Female elf introduces herself as you come in. Quite a larger elf. It's quiet in here, but there's a handful of people.
What's her name?
Her name is Edel. Edhel.
Edward?
Edel.
Adele? We would
Adele.
like
Oh, Adele.
we would
Well,
like
in
a
the deep
table towards the back and some privacy, please, and I will hand her a gold coin.
All right.
Hello.
Hand her a gold coin. She'll leave you alone, bring you back to the far
Hello
end.
from the other side.
You were rolling in the deeps.
Oh boy.
Fire to the rain.
Watched it burn as it touched your face. Yes. There we go. We got it.
We got it.
You got there. All right.
Yeah.
You pay for the seclusion of the back corner, and you get the back corner. You were in a nice,
My
quiet
back
little
is
area.
to the door.
You're
My
back
back is to the wall.
to the
facing the
door.
door.
You're all wearing big white wolf cloaks.
3 people are.
3 of them.
Oh, yes. Thank you for the pelt. The cloak, I should say. Very nice.
Yeah, Jackson specifically doesn't worry about wearing one because he's used to the cold.
So, you wearing anything today, or?
His regular clothes,
Okay.
his armor.
Well, you've been known
It
to
takes
take
10
stuff
minutes
off.
to put on.
I mean, Jackson does still have a bare midriff from the time he ripped his shirt.
Just look at those abs.
He's got something to float.
Helps them float, right?
Yeah. That's what muscles do in water, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Muscles. That was the first word that came to my mind too. So what are we thinking here, folks? We want to move on from the city here as expediently as we can. I know. We've got the mages are going to do some research to teach us how to ban this, but they might need a little bit. So, yeah, let's head out, see what we can do to keep ourselves busy for a little bit, so we're not, just hanging
Well,
around.
we gotta wait for Varis to come back to us, right? So, I was thinking we're probably gonna run into the Fae if we're heading to the east, because they seem to be invading from the east. We should maybe check out what's going on at the docks.
Yeah, there was that warrior and was it a priestess.
So what now? Oh yeah, they went out there. Yeah.
We're investigating it. Maybe we check that out.
What's this tavern called?
This tavern is called the. Where was it here?
The
hole.
hole. The hole that is in the wall.
The Quaint Falcon.
I don't know. What does everybody else think?
Yeah, we
think
should make a trip to the docks.
It's the first time I've heard you want to get out of a town.
Yeah, usually you want to stay in town.
Broaden horizons,
Give us perception rolls there, Clairval.
Clairval? Crap. All right.
A man with his back to the
This
door.
man with his back to the door.
26. Or sorry, 21. Sorry, 21. I misspoke. 21.
Nice.
Rolled
You're having a nice time there, talking to your buddies in the tavern, deciding what to do, and thinking about pursuing the what's going on with the Fae to the east. When you hear some people moving around in the tavern and coming in through the door. Not much. People are coming and going all time, but someone comes in, very loud boots, metal on wood, and goes up to Idel and begins speaking to her in a louder voice. Recognizing the tone of the voice and the enunciation of the words, you find this man to be a nobleman of some respect.
Stealth check while sitting still.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20. This person goes about their own business at the bar, asking some questions, looking around, going, and just generally making conversation. Doesn't stay too long, throws some coins, takes a drink, and heads for the front door.
So we're gonna head out soon, right? The docks. That's what we wanted to do.
Roll insight on you. You seem a little antsy about that. That's a 6. Never mind. Battle sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, my lowest deception roll is a 7 with a 1. So
Clerval talks about wanting to get out of the area. What are you guys up to? What are you guys thinking this morning?
But he wants to get out of the area? He doesn't want to stick around and find out what Varis has to do?
He seems like he doesn't. He seems like he's ready to get back on the road and get out moving.
all on the road again.
Where are you looking to go there, Clairval? We're going east to Kelda's tribe and then to the land where the spiritual person is for the twins.
Yep. Here. Yep. We got places to go.
That's what you want to do, eh?
Yeah, well,
Which way is the docks? Is
come
that
back and check with the elf wizards. Give them some time to do their research.
Well, because if we wait, we could fly the ship wherever we need to go and not take so long.
How about we do this? We check in with the wizards. He's had a few hours to work on it. Almost a day. Maybe he's got an idea of how much time he needs. So from there, we can plan our next move. If we want, if he's going to be a day, we can, maybe look into this dock thing. Since we're in town, maybe help out a bit. If he's going to be a few days, then maybe we move on out of town and work on some of this other stuff. I will roll a deception check to make
Go for
it. It was almost a 1, but it dropped to a 13. So 19.
He gives a hell of a good story. He's like, listen, look, we got to get moving. We got to get out of town.
It's a good story there, friend.
You get a chance to roll an insight.
You can incite him if you wish.
I'm gonna
I haven't updated
insight
my
him.
stats yet.
Go for it.
I've got a 16.
Oh, I got a 19.
Ooh.
Aye. Tie goes to the fender.
I would assume, yeah, right?
Everything's coming up there, Val.
What did you roll?
19.
He got a 19, you got a
Oh.
19. You want to beat him, you got to get a 20.
He is saying exactly what Jackson wants to hear, because that's a 0. We're in a tavern. I'm going to bother with one thing real quick.
Of course.
And Jackson's going to bother Edel for 2 bottles of the strongest alcohol she has.
Now he's speaking my language. I'll do the same.
What do we got? She has mead, brandy, cider, rum.
Now, let me be clear. I am not saying your best alcohol. I am saying your strongest.
It's the strongest, eh? Okay. Let me see what I can whip up. Makes her way off, goes behind the bar. Hear her rummaging around, clanking some glasses.
Blindness.
Paint thinner.
Paint thinner. Pouring some stuff together, makes her way back. You get this colorful concoction. It's kind of a bluish green drink in a big, thick, heavy glass. puts it down in front of you gently, kind of backs up, but curiously watches you.
Gonna pour it into one of my empty potion bottles.
Oh, okay.
It's a spell component.
She said, "Are you taking it with you?"
That's why I asked for bottles.
Ah, curious. Let me know how it turns out. She takes off back to the bar.
I will mark those so I can tell you if I'm drinking those.
Get some drink. Have some conversation. Anything else you want to do while you're here?
What's everybody think of the plan? Check in with Wizard, get an idea of time, and
Sure.
then go from there and move on?
Is it worth it?
Sure, why not?
Kylo, why don't you check out with the Wizard? We'll hang out here. I'll hang out with these guys and we'll have some drink.
No, I'm good here. I just ordered breakfast.
Sounds
Okay.
a lot like you're trying to get rid of Kylo.
No, I'm not trying to get rid of Kylo. I just want to.
He just doesn't want to be seen in the city. I get it.
Ah, I see now.
It's probably his ex-wife's here or something.
You don't know how close you hit to the mark.
Fine, I'll go check with the wizard. You want to come with me, Branthrin?
Yes, I will. I will accompany you.
All right.
All
Enjoy
right.
laying low in the finest establishment in all of what's the city called again? Elvendale, whatever. I don't know.
Hey, man, you specifically asked. I specifically gave it to you.
I know. I wrote. Cryo Starkin. Cryo Starkin.
Elvendale it is.
I like him. I like to
Elvendale
watch
it
him.
is.
He wrote the words, but he didn't write down how to pronunciate it.
No, I did not.
Fantasy names. All right, you and Branthrin make your way out.
Is it Chris Starkin?
No, it's close though. You're close. You're close. You and Branthrin make your way out into the frosty roads and over to the Wizard's Guild on the other side of town. As everybody kind of hangs out in the tavern, eating some food, keeping low, out of sight. Make your way there.
So, what do you think of what's going on with Clairval there? He seems a little bit preoccupied with something, eh?
Yes, I think something's definitely going on.
I'm thinking he either owes somebody money or he skipped out on a on a family matter. What do you think?
Or maybe someone's looking for him for something. Maybe something to do with a woman.
Well, I know what it's like to have someone looking for you, but you didn't meet the assassin that came after me. That's where Jackson got all his poison from.
Sounds terrible.
Nasty stuff.
Sounds terrible.
It wasn't so bad. I didn't get hit with the poison. So. What's the day like?
It's a nice day. It's quiet. It's light snow, if anything. Still overcast, but the sun peeks through here and there. It's not as cold here in the city as it has been out in the north when you were on the edge of the ocean. And that it's a little more subdued here. Forest around the outside. No
Hey,
wind.
this new cloak is nice and warm. I'm feeling warm in town here. How's yours feel?
Great.
It's really velvety soft inside. I don't know what material they used inside, but it's great.
I don't really want to know.
It's not the tarp, not the scratchy tarp they use in the south.
Mhm.
Are we almost at the?
You two have
Conversation.
met each
Worst
other.
conversations we're trying
Bra-
to make ever.
Branthrin, a legendary hero, and Kyloka, a folk hero, both with amazing adventures in their background, and all they can talk about is their cloak.
Well, hey, it's a nice cloak.
Soft. Super soft.
It's so soft. You make
This- This,
Those northern,
this thing
northern
must have
wolves
been
must
like
eat.
in captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make your way to the edge of town until you come to a larger building. It's a larger 2-story building made out of white stone on the outside, crystal on the top, like most of the city, trimmed in silver. Make your way inside. It has local depictions and glyphs that this is in fact, the Wizards Guild in the city. And you enter into a building of elven mages and scribes. There's a lot of people coming and going in here. It looks like there are some students as well, some elven learners going through the various hallways. And as you walk in, it's quite large. There's hallways in many directions in a larger central room full of padded benches.
You know, you wouldn't think this place was this large from the outside. Definitely bigger in here.
Yes.
Curtis, bigger on the inside.
Yes.
Make your way and begin looking about, and you realize it is larger than you thought it was, and there's quite a lot of people. A lot of elves. Most of them have no issue with you. You look right at home here, half-elf Kylok. However, they're suddenly askew by a dwarf they've not seen in many, many years, standing in the middle of their magical guild. Many go out of their way to avoid you, as if twice arm's length they walk around you.
Did you watch today, Bertram?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, not really.
Like, I know, Jackson's got soap, so I mean, like,
As this conversation's going on, Jackson is sliding the soap over to Clairval, mentioning that he got it.
I'll have to ask him for some soap when I get back.
Look about and you figure out,
got a citrusy smell to it.
how are we going to find Varis?
Okay, so it looks like maybe people are avoiding you because maybe, because you're not elf.
I'm just gonna
Play that
yell
right.
out for Varis. Just obnoxiously be like, Varis!
You're gonna take six steps to the left of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask a page over there. I'm like, I'm not with him. But
I'm gonna
where I can find
continue
Varis.
to yell for Varis, looking for him.
It's not long before someone approaches you and says, Dwarf, keep your voice down in here. This is a place of learning.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking for a friend of ours.
A friend. You'll not find a friend of yours here, I'm
You
sure.
notice you're standing alone yet?
Yes, I noticed right away.
I'm like 6 feet away talking to a page.
There's no other dwarves in here that I know.
Well, I've come from a long way, and I've helped
Very long
Varis.
way.
I've helped Varis get here from far, far, far away, and he was looking into something for me, and I'm looking for him.
All right, I will find out for you. Stay here. Please don't wander off anywhere. He
I'll
says.
stay right here and keep quiet.
So he makes his way off and into down the hallway and into one of the various rooms.
Throw back over. So, what's going on, buddy?
See? He's gonna go look for Varis. Gonna go look for him.
Causing trouble over here?
Nah.
Shall receive.
A few minutes later, he comes back, waves you guys from down the hall. Come this way. Come this way.
See, it worked.
Go that way.
Leads you down the hall into
Hope it does, unless he's gonna throw us out the back door.
into a room which you go through and then down a couple corridors to a staircase where he starts leading you below. You go down quite a ways until you are in some underground hallways. Follow him down. He goes about 6 doors to the right and opens it for you, pointing inside. Make your way inside, you see Varis. He's inside at a large table. He is studying. He has many different maps, scrolls, and books piled on his desk. And he's very happy to see you.
Hi,
I'm gonna
Varis.
yell out, hey, what's up?
You go, welcome. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
We came to see how you're making out on the instructions to the ship.
He says, there's a lot to this. There's many ways we can go about it. That large crystal, it has to be manned by a lot of magical using persons, at least 4. But I think with the number you have and how much work that might be, I have a different idea. What do you think of a magical helm When I say helm, I mean helm of a ship, a steering
Like
wheel.
a steering wheel. Okay, sure. Yeah, that sounds. I'm sure Jackson would love that.
It's a bit out of the way.
Is it
Well-
gonna take? How long is it gonna take to do? Because
Well, I'm
between
not-
you and me and Brent's here, it seems like Clairval wants to get out of the city.
What are you talking about my business?
You're not here.
Yeah, that Clairval, always wanting to get out of the city, is he? Well,
Thanks, buddy.
I'll tell you this. It's not that something I can make. It's something that you must find.
Of course.
Of
'Cause,
course.
why would it be easy?
It can't
Why would it
be
easy.
Can't be easy. If it was easy, everyone would have one.
I think there's one on the ship.
There is one on the
There's
ship, but
there's a helm on the ship.
there's a helm on the ship, but I don't think that helm will let you do what you want to do.
Oh,
I do have
runes on it or anything?
some information here, but I must warn you,
Just scratch a couple runes on it, say some mumbo jumbo, and let's go.
I'm not that good of a mage. I'm sorry. Frosty's got one.
Okay, Varis. Where is this magic helm?
Well, he says this is the problem.
Here we go.
It's gnomish made.
Yeah, so
He kind of,
hate
you see him
gnomes.
visibly cover his hand. He goes, everyone hates gnomes.
I'm okay with gnomes. They don't talk
I
much.
I
Get
really
a
hate
a
gnomes.
glazed look in their eyes, and they follow you around, look kind of weird, but you know.
Yes, no one likes gnomes. They're very, very annoying.
Val's got a gnomish clown suit if you want one.
Why would he have such a thing?
I found it in a dungeon.
Destroyed that immediately. It must be cursed.
A great chance to say something else. I'm glad Jackson wasn't there.
We were gonna dress Ragnar up and have him make some money for us.
Oh my god. He will say, if you can brave it, I will give you some information here on a gnomish, well, we'll call it a dungeon. And it looks like some gnomish engineers and mages had engineered this magical helm long
Like
ago.
a small shed, like they're pretty small, so they can get lost in a shed.
I don't know about a shed, but they put it underground. They had it commissioned for someone. The deal fell through, and they put it away in kind of an underground, gnomish, nonsensical lab, he says. Gnomes don't make any sense. What they do makes no sense. But they make a lot of traps, so be prepared.
For traps.
You see him reach over, grabs some scroll work, ties it up, and hands it to you. Says, best of luck.
Thanks, but can we commission someone to go get it for us? We're kind of busy.
I don't think you'll find anyone that stupid.
Oh, thanks.
Don't joke on my.
If you give me more time, I may find another way. I know this is not the ideal way, but it is one way.
That's all right. We can do it. We've gone into stupider places than this.
All right.
Is there anything you can give us for our trip, other than this scroll? Anything that'll help us?
I can give you many things, but what specifically are you looking for?
Anything that's of magic scent that you could think that would help us?
There's not a lot of
Magic
magic in this world,
scroll.
friend. There's lots of magic, but not a lot of magic items. So
I will give
that's where we
you...
met Brent's from.
You see him reach over, he looks through some items, and he hands you another scroll. This time a magical scroll. He says, if anyone in your party is a magic user, they may be able to cast this. Might help you locate the object.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna open the map. What's the map look like? Where are we headed?
Okay, you open the map. You see a vaguely drawn map of beyond the eastern mountain where the sea begins, and there's a small island he's got circled.
Small island. Would it be that little white island across from the, or is it smaller than that?
Kind of like that, yeah. Yeah, a little J-shaped island kind of thing.
Oh, goody! Look, we're getting out of town, and we have to cross water, so Jackson and Clairvaux will be happy.
He says, "This is the best I could do in this short of time. If I had more time, I could find another way. But if
So
you wish to
how
try
many
this
people-
way, try it."
How many people does it take to fly this thing without this helm?
It says you need four magic users.
Or magic users?
With concentration on the crystal, you should be able to fly the ship.
And you have this stuff written down for us?
Part of it, yes.
Just 4 magic users.
4 magical users of significant skill.
Of any? Oh, not of any skill. So it could be
No.
like a couple of rangers, a really good bard, but good bard, and
Mission. Pimp my ride.
and an eldritch knight. So
It says more so,
not so much.
wizards and sorcerers you will need.
Oh, okay. And I can't spell tonight.
Gives you a magical scroll to help you out. Gives you information on a gnomish dungeon per se. Says he could have a better research for you. Maybe an alternate way to do this. But he's going to need time. If you check back with him later, he may have something else.
Do you have some way to contact us?
Yes. He'll give you something similar to Messenger, he'll say.
To what now? A messenger?
A big stone.
Yeah.
A stone. A messaging stone. Okay.
Yeah.
A rocky talkie.
Rocky talkie.
Kentucky. All right, so let us know when, if, whatever you find out. This thing works 2 ways, right? Both ways.
It shall.
Is there a magic word that has to be said?
Must concentrate on it.
Just concentrate. Okay.
Says I will find a different way. I'll find a better way. But in the meantime, this is something.
So if we figure this out, can you and a couple buddies valet the thing to us?
Say it again.
The ship. Can you guys come and pick us up?
If you travel, you're saying into the east, and you
Yeah.
need a ride home. You would like a squad sent for you to retrieve
Sure.
you? Maybe your bodies.
Well, I'm sure the guild will take care of that since they do that kind of thing for us. The Adventurers Guild.
Do you need to commission a ship? Is that what you're asking me?
No, we have a ship.
I see.
It's just the other ship is far to the west, so I was
You have quite the
thinking of
trip
a
to
quick
make.
way to get the boat back. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Work on
you
it.
message us when you got something. Message us. We'll message you. We'll make our way back here.
Use the tower.
Thank you for your hospitality in your house.
Of course. I'll meet you there later.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Guys, make your way out of the basement. Make your way back to the main part of the Wizards Guild. Got some information. Maybe not the information you're looking for, but it's a start. In his rush, he has something for you.
Yep.
Make your way out. Where are you going to go back
We're
to?
not leaving empty-handed, right there, Brantford?
Yes, at least we have these scrolls
Yes.
Mhm.
And this rock.
and a rocky talkie.
I
Rocky
can't wait
Talk,
till you
yeah.
say, do I have a rock to throw at anyone?
You do.
We do. Only I can find a rock. Oh, wait,
Do you
have
need to
this-
go anywhere before you go back to the tavern?
I don't think so. What about you?
Oh, just should go back to the tavern and relay this information.
Guys,
Yeah,
make your way
my breakfast is probably cold now. So.
back to the tavern.
I'm sure it's been eaten.
You go inside, and yeah,
Breakfast. How cold and eaten.
breakfast is over, man. You get back in there, and it's guys have all filled up. They relaxed. They're chilling at the table. Make your way in. You see the guys in the back corner. Make your way over. Sit down.
I'm gonna hand the scroll to Jackson.
You walked in by yourself. I'm walking up afterward. Hold on a second here.
Okay.
Never mind. I just walk up with you.
What are you trying to stealth?
Roll and read it.
All right, you're going to get locate object.
That's all it is. Locate object.
Yep.
Okay. I'll add that to our scrolls.
Okay.
Better idea.
You can then learn it.
Jackson will start scrawling it into the spell book.
Okay.
Okay.
Get
Which
a
will
permanent.
consume it, but then we will have it
Cast.
permanently.
You can always scribe a scroll later, right?
Hmm.
Okay, meet up at the tavern. You show that you have a locate object scroll. What else do you want to pass along to the guys you're with there, Brethren and
We'll
Kylo?
fill them in that we need to find a helm, and unfortunately this helm is rumored to be tended by some gnomes
Ugh. I hate gnomes.
on a J-shaped island to the east, across the sea.
Knowledge history to see if I recognize the island.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Don't quite recognize the island. Just an island in the north you're unfamiliar with. Giving you
We have a
information
map,
that
so don't need to be too familiar with it.
that it was a helm from a gnomish ship of some type.
Okay. So he said that's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Did he indicate?
Yeah,
that?
the other option was that you find us 4 relatively capable magic users.
So that's what we had from the beginning to get in here. But like, he
Mhm.
was going to research to see if he could come up with anything else. Like, is this all he's come up with, or all he's come up with so far?
It's all he's come up with so far. He gave me this message rock. He'll let us know.
If he comes up with something else, okay.
Yep.
So what do we want to do? We can go get, because he's holding on to the boat here, right? Like the airship, because he's still.
Well, the airship isn't the airship?
Airship's frozen
Oh,
in
yeah.
the east. Yeah.
Yes, in the east with 3 of our crew members on it.
Yeah.
By the fort we took over.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we want to do? Jackson, what are you thinking? You look pensive, like you have deep thoughts.
For once I do.
Wow, I was bullshitting. Okay, great. Let's see what.
So do.
We said we would return Kelda and look around. She's not here, right?
No.
No.
Quite frankly, I'd like to be rid of her.
Where should we?
Hopefully she forgets about splitting the treasure, because fuck, I don't want to pay her.
She's gonna pay us. She said she's gonna pay us when we get to take her home.
I don't trust her. We're gonna take her home and get fucking asses beaten.
Just a question. What did you drink last night? 'Cause you sound different this morning.
I've been away from salt water for a while. Use
little
different
parched.
accent comes out.
No worries.
All right, yeah. Let's get her home.
Well, let's go tell her we're getting her home.
So like, if we take her home, we'd have to. She's further north, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to go further north, take her home. We'd come back here. We could check in with Varis, see if we've gotten anything further on the boat. If he needs, say, like a little bit more time, we can look into this thing going on with the Fae. Otherwise, we can get Kai and Kier home because that's off to the east, right?
Yep, further east.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we go further east, and we'd still have to come back here to take this like portal network to get back to where our boat is, right?
Yep. Well, here's the thing though. We can go northeast through Kelda's place. We can then use Jackson's other boat to get to the J-shaped island, get the helm, and come back.
Would that be on our way to getting Kai and Kira home?
It'd be halfway there, I'm sure, right? Because it's on the other side of that sea or ocean.
Oh,
or whatever.
Put my map on the table.
We are here. They
Mop.
are there. Oh, he's putting it up.
Let me see what I can do here.
Tiny map.
Ba-na-na-na. Here we go. Let's see. What? Oh, I got an idea. There. For now, that'll work.
Okay.
I have a question for you guys that has
We
not
think
crossed
you
my mind until now.
Yes,
We
sir.
think new accent is
Okay.
sexy. Okay, keep going.
Is this world flat?
Flat. You know of a
Look.
world that's flat?
Where I'm from, everything's flat. I'm asking because I've heard this bullshit about round worlds. If we sail west far enough, will we end up east?
Yeah. I just don't know how far we have to go. I'm not a sailor.
You're telling him. Are you straight up telling him if you go off the west side of the map, you'll come through on the east side of the map?
Not on this map.
Okay.
But yeah, because I don't know how big your world is, but I've heard people say that if they go far enough one way, they come back the other way.
This is the explored world, as we
Yes.
know. We do not know what's beyond this.
Right, but we know it's not flat.
Your side. It's assumed to not be flat, but
I'm
no one.
gonna say it's not flat because we nearly crashed the ship from outer space into the planet. When we
True. I
came
guess
back
you
from
could
the far realms.
debunk that.
It's not flat, but we don't know how far we'd have to. For all we know, this map
Be
could
enormous.
represent, about 1% of the surface of this world.
Yes.
This is the explored world.
Jason got a big smile on his face. Oh, this changes things so much.
Pirate Explorer.
He's never leaving.
He's staying here forever.
Forget my home, it's all mapped out.
Until he eats some.
What if it's half a sphere? Then some people fall off? I don't know.
You have you were in the Elven lands in the north. You were above the lands of Ashura. To the far east, the lands up north are very wintry and devolve into a series of islands. Those islands are home to the barbarian lands, the Elfin people, and warriors of that area. As you keep going, the last known place to the far east is again the what do we call it there? Where the brother and sister are going.
What'd you call it? Daregoth or something like that? Or... What's the land's called? What's
Yeah.
the city over there called?
That one there, I think, was... Don't have my maps in front of me. But that's where you ultimately want to go in the end,
Yep.
when you're trying to get there.
I had it written down somewhere. There was a city we had to go to. One of these days, I'm gonna sit down and organize this.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, you have a map with your city names on it.
We can call it Haven Hellas.
Haven Hells?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's in the lands of, what's the country called, or the land area called?
Well, that's the land, not the name of the city.
Oh, north of that is the barbarian land. This name's something different.
Yeah, that was Dovregard.
Dovregard, that's it. Yeah.
So, what do we want to do here, everybody? Like, we can help out the city, see if we can find anything about this Lithram and Tifka that are investigating the Fae down by the docks.
You want to leave, so.
I'm perfectly happy to leave.
Well, we need to get.
Happy to get Kelda the hell out of here and then go to this and get to pay for that.
Yeah, we should take the Kelda home and get our helm.
Okay.
So then we'll at least have our ship to get around it.
Okay. That works for me. Should we leave now?
How far is Kelda's home from here, you think?
It is very far into the northwest. Or east. Sorry, northeast.
Hey, you know what I haven't asked you yet, Clairvel? That nice loot I picked up for you. How does it sound?
Sounds great.
You want to play us a bit? The lunch crowd should be coming in any minute.
I'll take the lute and I'll just strum it quietly. Try
What?
not to be too loud.
Okay.
But I'll give you a performance check.
Go for it.
That would be a 21.
Nice. Okay. You put on a a little show for the table, but you're keeping it very quiet, low,
Oh,
so
good,
that you
good.
don't draw
Little
much
low-key
attention.
A little low key from what you're used to,
Okay.
but it's really good. It sounds real good. So that's a good pickup, I guess. Eh?
I appreciate you picking it up.
When do you want to leave?
Now seems like a good time. Are we provisioned? Like you guys got
We did pick up provisions. Yeah, we got.
Yep. Let's get May, grab her stuff, and get going.
Okay, you make your way back out of the tavern to the house of
We're
Varis.
supposed to meet Varis at his house later. That's what he said. He said he'd see us later.
Spell check.
Go for it.
13.
13. Pretty good. Make your way through town. You pass a couple people here and there.
Where'd Clairval go?
Hiding information. Keep a low profile.
Keep it a low profile. At one point, you pass...
Passive perception.
in the background, you pass by the man who had come into the tavern earlier. He seems to be out in the streets leading a small group of elven soldiers. Looks like on a routine walkthrough. Don't seem to give you any notice. Make your way past, and you're back to Varis's place. It is, of course, empty.
Frosty's one of those people, and he flipped us the bird.
You see a random angry snowman peeing in a nearby snowbank.
Shooting us the finger.
Shooting you the finger. You gotta make your way back to Varis's house. It is empty, of course, except for the... get a fire going, get some food on there. He will be back later on, still early in the day. And you guys make your way inside. You're gathering up your current supplies, ready to head out. You want to head into the east. You know you have access to a secondary ship, of course, that Jackson has. That's going to be your preferred method of travel. Do you want to do anything here?
Yep.
Okay.
I will be busting out my disguise kit.
Okay.
So I'm just going to adjust my appearance a little bit. So, you know,
Okay.
a quick glance, somebody who knows me doesn't know me.
All right. Anyone else?
Just a. Can I talk to him and ask him what's going on with the persuasion of 12?
Sure.
Just looking to get out of town. Got some unsettled business in town that I'm really not looking forward to settling at this point in time.
Okay, I understand unsettled business.
Yeah, so I would just like to get out of town before someone else tries to realize that I'm here and help settle it.
So you'd say it's a good story for another time?
It's definitely a story for another time. When
Okay.
maybe when I'm not so close to it, I might be more willing to share that story.
All right. I'll tell the guys to pick up the pace so we can get out of here.
All right, guys, gather everything up. Do you need to do anything? Leave anything for Varis, or are you ready to go?
Let's a note explaining where we're going,
Okay.
how long we think we're going to be,
Perfect.
and let him know. Like obviously, he's got the sending stone, so he can get in touch with us if he needs. So we're gonna look into. I'll write it out. You know,
Yep.
This is where we're going. We're gonna drop her off. We're gonna attempt to gather this helm. If you find another, we would appreciate you keep looking into it, because if you can find something better, because I'll put in like brackets, gnomes, eh? So if you can find another option, like we're more than happy to come back and just let them know approximately when we expect that we'll be back through the city. And
Just right on the bottom there. Thanks for all the fish.
so long, and thanks for all the fish. I'll just put using persuasive language that is eluding me right now,
Oh.
but since I'm a bard,
Okay.
a persuasion of 28.
Nice.
If you could just maybe leave out the names of those who you're working for or you're doing this for, it would be perhaps appreciated. I promise to explain when we get back.
Okay. Perfect. You leave
Something
him.
to that effect.
All right.
You know,
Very
That's
persuasive.
more slicker.
Persuasive note. Let him know the major points. He's not going to be back till late anyway. He'll read that. He needs to get in touch with you. He has a stone. Gather up your gear. You head out of town, or you head out into town, into the city. Make your way into the streets of the city, and you know that there are docks far to the east. Is that where you're headed?
We need to
We're
get
heading north.
No, we got to get May, and we've got to get her to bring her. It's just the four of us right now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why? Where's she at? Is she at the house?
No, May would be with us because she was back. Yeah, May's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So-
and then Kara and Kai are here as well, and Kelda should be here too.
Kelda will be. They'll be pretty much at the house. You can gather them up with you. Yeah.
Yes, everybody's in. Okay, so yeah, we're good.
And the wolf, and the bear, and the rhino.
And the wolf and the bear and the rhino, the whole entourage. You head out
Yep.
into the streets of the
Sure we
city,
look great.
and you're looking.
Through the town.
Really inconspicuous.
Got some eyes on you there at that point.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, guys. Appreciate it.
As you make your way into the city, you're saying, okay, wait a minute, we're going to go to the east. We want to go back to the barbarian lands and drop off Kelda. How are we going to get there? What's our plan to get there? We
So,
know...
Kelda, is your home on the land from here, or do we have to like sail someplace? Or do we have to,
She'll tell you have to sail across water, of course, to get there.
Okay.
But how do you intend to get to water?
Well,
You just said we were at a dock.
You're in the
docks.
city.
I thought you just said we went down to the docks.
Well, no, remember that the docks are on the far east of the city, which is where everyone's being attacked.
I see. Okay.
Right. So do you wish to walk there, or do you wish to take the towers? How do you wish to get there?
what big city? Yeah.
Yeah. So don't think of the docks as in the city. The city,
Gotcha.
yeah, the city ends. There's a traveling path, right, through the woods, and then you're going to wind up. So there's some area, there's some field outside of the city. Then there's part of the forest. Then there's the docks, and then there's the
So
ocean.
it's a small dock town, right?
Well, not necessarily a town, but
Fishing
it's
villages. and
yeah.
that
Let's
type
say
of thing,
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
So let go by foot, you know. Or maybe we can do some looking into this thing while we're going on. If we run into Lithram and Talca while we're going there, maybe
Mhm.
we can help out and give the information on what we find on the way.
Sure. You want to ride the horse?
All right, of course.
Kylo, you know you have a trinket and a set of instructions on how to use a tower.
Yeah, we could use
now,
the towers. I guess
to use
this
the tower,
little
you have
bubble.
to head inside the heart of the city, of course, and go past a lot of people to access that tower. Clairval seems to be wanting you to go by foot.
And suggesting that we go out on foot.
You don't want to take the fast way? You want to take the slow way, eh?
Well, maybe we could be of some help to, you know, figure out what's going on and
What does everyone say? Let's take a vote.
see what everybody else says.
Jackson, how quickly do you want to get killed at home?
To be honest, the quicker the better.
Now, look, I'm impressed with that bit of mass roll manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, but still.
Also,
Oh,
I
boy.
don't know how that tower is going to respond to a whole ass rhinoceros.
We already took one with it, so that's how we got here.
How we got here. I went through without an issue.
I've taken too many hits to the head.
I think we should take the towers. You know, Clairval, I think if you're disguised, you're worried about someone seeing you. I don't think anybody's gonna see you. They're gonna
Whose
be
money did you
looking.
fuck?
They're gonna be looking at this giant ass rhinoceros looking thing.
Yeah, and you
And-
look what
and
you're dressed
me.
as right now.
It's all about who the hell is that. Okay. Well, majority rules. Let's go.
I'll tell you what.
I mean,
What if
if you want,
what
you
if
can
I-
take the
what if-
horse. Take the horse, and we'll meet you at the next tower.
What if what if I ride the rhinoceros? Everybody will be looking at me.
And he'll shout very loud too.
Yeah,
He's good at that.
that's what I'm looking for. Have everyone staring at us at him. That's
You know what? I don't want to do this, but I will keep everyone's eyes off of you this way. And
No.
I'm gonna cast Disguise
No.
Self
No.
and turn myself into a gnome.
Oh.
no.
No.
Oh,
No.
tell me you have the clown stick with you. Is it in the bag?
No.
Is it in the bag of holding?
You're going to get arrested and possibly killed.
Come
No.
on, he'll look cute. Come on.
I don't have a criminal record here yet. I'm gonna drop the spell.
All right. Shoo.
Yet.
Let's go to the tower.
Make your way more into the heart of the city where there is a lot of people.
Say to everyone, my name is Jake.
Could you, hey Jake,
State
could you
Farm?
give him the, Jake from State Farm? Could you give him that clown outfit now? Because we got a naked gnome walking next to us now.
No, he dropped it.
Cancel the
Oh, he
spell.
dropped it. Okay.
But you do make your way into the heart of the city, and there is a lot more eyes on you here. Clairvel's disguise kit is pretty good, and there is a giant rhinoceros here as well, so most of the attention is focused there.
Perception check.
Go for it.
That would be a, so with the disguise kit, I get to add my proficiency
Mhm.
modifiers. So that's going to be a 16.
Nice. Okay.
So Jake, what is that that species that you're dressed as?
I rolled
Half elf,
14
still a half
to
elf.
ride the rhinoceros.
You're going to try to ride the rhinoceros?
Yeah.
All right. Dwarf tries to mount this rhinoceros, makes his way over to the thing.
Rhinoceros wants you to ride
It
over.
is a very hard, spiky ice hide. It is not very comfortable at all. He may puncture you a little bit, and you immediately begin to freeze on your crotchal region as
That's
you.
a different kind of sound.
On his what region?
Crotchal.
Crotchal
His
region.
cool
I can't think of
region.
the other word. What's that stupid cod piece? There you go. Your cod piece is now frozen.
Elvis
Just
is the
rub
word
it.
you're looking for.
Fine.
All this, yeah.
But it is not very comfortable. However, you do get quite the stairs. Dwarf wearing riding a rhinoceros through the middle of town has many eyes as people point over and gawk at you. Jake, you are very uncomfortable as you approach the building where the towers are. Make your way in, all the way up to the top, and you have a room full of people who normally go about their business in here, not paying much attention. However, seeing the sight will be very interested in who you are. They'll actually make their way over and begin to speak with you. And they'll say, excuse us, travelers, I think you're in the wrong place.
We're actually just trying to use the towers. We're making our way to the docks to leave the area.
Using the towers. Where did you learn to use the towers? I haven't seen you here before, stranger.
Oh, here I have a thing. A talisman. Varis has shown me how to use it
Ah.
from the Wizards
We're,
Guild.
we're among the party that returned the lost elven wizards back to the city.
Oh, yes, yes.
We're on our way
Yes.
out of town.
That was a great
Yeah.
deed.
Jake was instrumental in helping us.
Has anyone recorded your names for that?
I'm sure it was taken down somewhere. Deception check. 15.
Nice. Ah, perhaps you're right. Well, I'll leave you to it then. If you have your talisman and your words of power, go quite ahead.
Thank you.
Backs off. Kylo, what do you wish to do?
Use the stone.
The sending stone? The message stone?
No, the talisman. Sorry.
Just waiting for him. All right, you hold the talisman out as you've seen Rylon do before, and he's given you a passage of magical words. Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah.
So, 21.
All right. You're able to
21.
you're able to use the words with the right inflections and make the magical circle light up. Every-
Boppity poop.
Everybody walks onto the magical circle, and you find yourself teleported far, far away. You feel the feeling of being moved through energy quickly until you're somewhere else. You're in a much smaller room with no one around. The top is still crystal. It is still the light of day. Make your way.
I'm gonna get off the rhinoceros now.
Okay.
I'm gonna look out a window and get our bearings where we're at.
Branthrin gets off the rhino. You see him visibly having a hard time walking.
I'm gonna also go look over to Clairval and say, "You're welcome."
You may never have kids now, but you know.
I'm thankful for more than one reason then. Thank you.
Kylo, where are you going?
I'm gonna walk and check the area to see where we are.
Okay. You find some stairs leading down. You make your way down all the way to the bottom.
So throw a rock at them. Okay.
And go out the door. Give me a perception as you go out the door.
21.
All right. You find yourself at the edge of a forest with a road to your north. Just up ahead to the east, you can see plumes of smoke coming over the trees.
Black
Alright.
smoke is in fires or
Like
forge?
fire, yeah.
Black smoke is in fires or...
Or is it like forges? Like
Sorry, which way? To the east?
to the east.
Is
Towards
it
the
like-
docks.
Is it like smoke coming out of chimneys, or is it
There's
a
black
fire?
smoke, so you get...
Black smoke.
Yeah.
we need to go.
towards the fire? Because that's where the docks are.
Yeah, that's where the docks are, and
Mhm.
there's fire, and we can probably help.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Give me
Sure.
one survival check from the ranger.
16.
Nice. All right. You lead people up the road, through the edge of the woods, and into the east. As you make your way there, you see the smoke. The smoke is just off the trail, a little bit to the south in the woods. Make your way down that way, as that's where something's going on. And eventually, you see a sight of a large fire up ahead. The fire seems to be coming from a mound of something, and it smells pretty heavy from where you are. Up ahead, you can see elves.
Look, elves. Ahead of us.
Hey, go. Keep
And
going.
dash forward.
What's going on? I will call it what's going on.
Oh, I saw that you were
Yeah,
asking
that's what I
Kylo. Sorry. You yell, what's going on? Someone looks over to you, kind of tries to see who you are, sees you're half elven, and tells you, oh, come over, friend. We have a camp. Have you been fighting in the area?
There's fires.
No, we have.
What is going on?
He says, well, yeah, of course there are. Those are the Fae that we're burning. Battle's over.
Is that what that smell is?
The Fae that you're burning.
That's right. They killed some of us. We killed some of them. It's burning the bodies off.
Is the dock secured?
Dock? No, not yet. We've made camp here. We'll be pressing the dock in a little bit.
All right, let's go to your camp, and you can bring us up to speed as to what's going on.
Brings you in down to the camp. You see a large bonfire on the edge of a hill leading down to more swampy-like conditions in the distance. A big pile of burning Fae bodies at one point, and there's a man, an elven man in some armor, as well as someone dressed up like a priestess and a handful of elven scouts, all in the area.
Let's run in Telkin, I presume.
They say yes, welcome you in.
We heard your names when we were back in town. You said you were investigating the Fae situation down by the docks.
Didn't they say they hadn't seen them either for some time?
Yeah, what's going on?
They'll bring you in. They just say, Fae attacks. More Fae attacks over here in the east between the docks and town. We were dispatched to find out some of what was going on. We're under heavy attack. Managed to kill some Fae in the area that were relentlessly attacking us, almost crazed. It was the only way to put them down.
What's the dock situation look like?
Haven't been that way yet. We're
How
also
far is the dock from here?
dock from here, day and a half.
Dana, is there a tower that goes to the dock?
That's as far as the tower goes.
All right.
Seems like rather poor city planning.
Yeah, really.
You build a tower, you build a dock.
Dock was an afterthought.
And the game's coming up with, oh, the magical ley lines were interfering with the tower.
Couldn't do it,
It
yeah.
was killing fish or something. Yeah.
They couldn't get zoning permits. They had to go here. He says, well, I don't know. We tracked it back to a druid. Some hobgoblin son of a bitch, he says. Retreated south of here. But down
Hobgoblin,
to
you say?
an area known as Ashen Tower. We don't go near there. Cursed place.
Another hobgoblin?
Another. You seen one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Far to the
ran
west.
into a hobgoblin druid, chased him through a portal into some kind of winter area,
Wonderland.
much harsher than here.
How many days ago?
Counting back 3 days? Is that right?
Maybe
Oh,
4.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Says had been over a week. Well,
Stabbed the shit out of him.
odd. Says he fled towards the ruins. Perhaps it was the same, though I don't know.
Those ruins that we encountered him at.
Anyway, we think he's at fault here. Hobgoblin druid, crazed fae in the area. Something's going on. He says they're down at a cursed tower, just south of here, not far. I can't go though.
Why?
Me and the men won't go. It's off limits. It's a place of bad history in the Elven City.
Knowledge history?
Go for it.
16.
16. He tells you a story you vaguely remember about a nobleman who had a tower in this area. He had invited a bunch of, what do you call it, members of the royal family and whatnot out that way at one time, where he had a giant dinner. Beknownst to them, he had turned into a vampire. At what such time he had slain all of them, except for one who escaped. In a fire, the place had burned down, but the woods had been cursed ever since. There was also a tale over the years of many people trying to go into the ruins to seek this vampire, see if he was still alive or if he had died. All of them had met with an unfortunate end.
I'm out. What is with this kingdom?
Hey,
And noblemen who have dinners that never go well.
don't be dissing the nobles. Nobles are doing the best they can. It's an isolated incident.
Isolated.
It's the second occurrence I've heard, and I've been in this world for a month.
It's just the circles you're running in, Jackson.
I think you've been here a little longer than a month, but okay. Yeah.
I don't know how long a month is here.
But yeah, you're right. The nobles have a little bit of a interesting
Basically, if
situation
we're
in this
invited
world.
to a dinner, we're not going.
No.
No, I don't think you have to worry about that, buddy.
He says to you, anyway, I don't really know what your intentions are, but I'd pay each 5,000 gold if you track down that bastard.
Fuck it, I mean,
Way to make me look like an idiot. Thanks, DM.
Only 5,000 gold?
What do we need to prove that we've got him?
Well, he says, for one, if you could recover a body, that would be great. Also, if you could get the Fae to stop attacking and causing trouble around here, or figure out why they're doing such.
Do you have any idea why? Or what's controlling them?
I have no idea. They just seem crazed, angry, defensive.
We should just make them stop then. Just
Figure
like
out
that.
a way. Let me know. Be no more trouble, no more bloodshed.
And if they don't stop, we just bring in the hobgoblin and then we get our 5,000 gold.
If you bring me a hobgoblin druid and he's the cause of that, I'll pay you off.
He has to be the cause.
Well, I don't know what else it could be.
Let me get this straight. We bring you the hobgoblin, we get the $5,000, and we can go.
Deal.
Okay. Any hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin druid. Hey, you say you saw one. If you think it's the same guy, go get him.
Right. Just making sure.
So, okay. Timeline. This is a question for the DM because we would have been we obviously discussed this because I left it in my note or Varis' place. What's our timeline for getting her dropped off and getting back?
Okay, you want to sail into the west all the way to Dova Garden, come back? We're gonna say let's say a month. We're gonna take about 2 weeks there, 2 weeks back.
Okay, so.
But the island is on the way, right?
Now, which island? Are you talking about the Gnome Island or where she's
Island,
from?
yeah.
The Gnome Island is on the way. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's further further east than
Correct.
the island. Just on that map, is she closer to that castle in the north, or is she like on that big Greenland-looking island?
Again, we just kind of made this quickly, right? But it's based off the original map. So think of that big Greenland as a series of smaller islands all over there, right? And then it leads over to the main major island. She'll be in between those. In between the two islands, yeah.
In the strait.
In the strait.
Okay. All right. So how long does it take, judging by the map we have, to get to the J Island?
Okay. Well, we said 2 weeks. Oh, thank you for the cheers.
Hey, biddies, yeah.
Woo-hoo. If you do not have inspiration, grab inspiration. I put a special thing up this week for anyone who cheered. If somebody cheers, I'll give you inspiration. So on your character sheet, fill in the inspiration square, and you can use inspiration for any time.
Nice.
I
already have
forget
inspiration.
about it for 3 sessions.
I can't. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but thank you very much, Knock. What do you think?
Nocticula.
Nocticula? Oh, awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, look at that. We got a little fun thing in there.
Yeah.
So about a week to the Gnomish Island.
Okay, so
About a week to the Gnomish Island. Okay, so I think we should probably, even though Kelda's going to be with us, we could go to the Gnomish Island, do what we got to do, decide whether we need to come back, ask Varis how long it's going to take, or go forward to drop Kelda off and then go back. But it's going to take us 2 months to get there and back.
No, 1 month.
1
I thought
month.
you said it was a month there.
No, 2 weeks there.
2 weeks there, 2 weeks back.
Oh, okay.
Not
So it's
excluding
it's
your own stops and what you want to do.
Yeah, and fights, and
Yeah.
whether we die and have to find a healer.
Yeah.
So, like, we got to figure out, like, do we want to just leave this Fae thing like this?
The Elven City's having a lot of trouble. They're having trouble with Fae. Something's going on. They're linking it to a Hobgoblin Druid, which you've met one, right?
Yeah.
Within a week's time, who was somewhere in the south. They thought he was in these ruins, these cursed ruins at one time. What he was doing there, who knows? The ruins were cursed because of an elven noble who went crazy, became a vampire somehow, and slew a bunch of nobles and members of the royal family in the past. Since then, the Fae, that was a long time ago. Recently, the Fae have been acting up, which usually was linked, that we found out in the city, to a portal. So a portal to the Fae realm somewhere nearby. But something's causing them, instead of just staying on the Fae realm, to come into the nearby woods, which they do on occasion, but at this time become very defensive and aggressive. And the only thing he saw in the region was that about a week ago he ran into an elven, or not an elven, a hobgoblin druid. He's also come up with some pay and said, listen, we just buried a lot of people. We had a big fight here with some Fae. If you guys want to go that way, good luck to you. I have a camp here. I got to kind of defend this area because we don't go into the cursed area of the woods. But if you go into that cursed area, we'll pay you 5,000 per. Bring back a head of a hobgoblin and or the answer to the Fae while they're acting out what's going on.
So, like, the area where this is at,
Mhm.
like, my own local geography here, is based on where we had the ruins and there was a portal to where the hobgoblin was. Is that lining up to where this nobleman's supposed cursed keep was?
Not truly, because so far, the nobleman's cursed keep is right. So if you left the Elven City and headed east, right, Eventually, you'd hit a dock. In between there's a forest, which has a bog, and that's where this cursed area is. The hobgoblin was the other way. He was to the east, or sorry, the west. I got my direction mixed up. He's to the far west. He was at a goblin camp where there was a goblin ruler, and the goblin ruler suddenly disappeared, and this hobgoblin had showed up not too long ago, according to Squee. We also found a big pine fey creature fighting Rylan in the west, which was unheard of because everything had happened in the east.
So, like,
And where are they saying that the hobgoblin is? He's
The
down
hobgoblin,
south?
they think, is just south of where you're standing right now. Just down the hill into this little swampy part of the forest. There was some ruins, and was a cursed area off limits of where, he said, about a week ago or so, this hobgoblin had been seen, who was a druid.
He could have multiple portals through that ice realm that we saw. Anybody?
I don't know. Like, it was very cold there, and I don't like that. Deep cold.
My feet were gold.
My feet were cold.
My balls are still cold from the.
You don't know if the two line up. Could be the same guy,
Oh,
could
no,
be a
we don't
totally
know,
different
but
guy. Exactly.
Could be, or they could be working together.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a group of hobgoblins.
Could be a flock of hobgoblins.
Could be a murderer of hobgoblins. A
Gaggle?
gaggle even.
A gaggle.
we try this then. We head south. 'Cause it's close, right?
Correct.
So we can head to this south area, check out what's going on there. Maybe he portaled back in this way. Maybe we'll find that he's got a bear trap stuck to his foot still from the one that Jackson set up on the other side of that portal. Come back here. We can check out that area, at least let Lithram and Talcon know what's going on. And then we could play it by ear from there. If we say, no, we got to get these people home and we're going to be a month, but at least we can give you some information as to what's going on.
Man, if only we had a Bratshmi.
That a what?
Whatever his name is, the little goblin guy.
Squee?
Schmeagle?
Shmee.
Schmeagle? Schmoggle? Shmee?
Shmee.
Shmee. Was that his name? Shmee, right?
I thought it was one word, like Bratshmi.
Watch me.
I'm enjoying you guys butchering this too much to correct you.
Oh boy.
Clairval's little friend. Or, sorry, Jake's little friend. Are we still going by Jake?
I feel a little hostility there.
Cast message, fucker.
It's still Jake, though, right?
Yes, still Jake, fucker.
Okay.
All right, so does that work for everybody? We go check
Sure.
out south.
Sure. We'll go south.
All right, give us a survival roll there, Ranger. Lead us south.
21.
You got one.
21. 17 plus 4. 21.
Jeez, we're gonna get lost if that's the case.
Using his knowledge of the woods, he leads you down kind of through the edge of the forest into a little bit of a swamp kind of area until you find some risen ground and lower ground. You're going through. You're trying to avoid the water the best you can, any low-lying water, and keep them on higher little parts of land. There's an old road here, but not much of it is left. It seems to dip down really, really low and fill with water and then come back up to some rocky and dirt kind of parts. As you're going, with a 21, you identify that amongst the trees and on this little path that you're on, right up ahead there are some dangerous flora? Plants that seem to be there. You recognize it immediately with a 21. More sentient in the area.
There's some crazy plants coming up. We gotta watch out for them. So don't get too close to them. I'm assuming they're carnivorous. They eat people.
They are
Eat
carnivorous.
beings. Yeah.
You point them right out, you recognize them, and you're able to plan a path around them. You make your
They
way
will
around.
poison you, you will fall to sleep, and you will never wake up again. And you'll be slowly digested over 1,000 years.
I've heard of that.
They're called Sarlacc Anthems.
Never heard of it.
It's the
Sounds like
pits.
some made up nonsense.
It's the pits to get run in by them.
Make your way down until in the distance you see what look like the ruins of an old building. You can see some half walls made out of stone with trees growing up in between them. They're scattered about here and there. Some of the larger part of the walls are still there, the rest are long gone. It seems to go for quite a ways, as this was a large structure at one time, spread out amongst this little clearing, for lack of a better term. The forest is around it and the trees are beginning to grow inside of it, but not quite filled it in yet. You make your way near it, and immediately, Kyloke, something's wrong. You smell brimstone.
We have brimstone up ahead. Some sort of demon has taken over the ruins. Or is in
Great.
the ruins. What do we want to do?
That warning, Jackson's gonna start gearing up immediately.
All right, start gearing up, picking your weapons, outfitting yourself the way you want to do so. You can see these ruins are probably a good little haven for a demon. Not a lot of people around here. A little further south of the major city. Not as much snow. Cover the forest. Seems to be quite a ways to go. Center of the city, there's right, left. It dashes off to the north.
No, never mind.
Kylo, you show it to him. Jackson starts gearing up. He's
Yeah.
preparing for a fight. You've avoided man-eating plants, and now you realize something's here up ahead. Not so easy stroll into this ruins. Got to keep an eye. Do you want to get closer? Do you want to hang out here? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I will. I'll. Me and the wolf will go scout ahead.
Okay. All right. Scouting ahead. I'm going to use your survival of a 21. Going to make your way forward a little bit to the south, keeping your eyes on the camp. Make your way down and around ahead of the party. Party will stay back there unless anybody's actively going with him, or if it's just him and the wolf.
Give him a chance to scout ahead.
All right, make your way down to the south. I think you got, you got. What did you get on perception last? You got pretty high too.
It was a 21 or
Yeah,
something.
you're up there. So as you make your way down, you can look up northern, more into the ruins. Amongst the walls near what you would say is a larger part of the former house, you can see a demon sitting there. All black hide on him. He is, what's over the large? Huge. He is huge size, at least 15 feet in height if he were to stand up, although he is down on almost a squatting position with two arms resting currently on the ground. His head almost looks minotaur-like. And for some reason, he's wearing clothing like pants and a shirt, but that looks small. They could tend to come up his arms and up his legs. He doesn't look comedic. He looks more intelligent.
Does he look? Injured at all? Does he look like he's well?
He looks very well. He does not look injured.
What's he doing? I'll just rest a little while longer here, seeing what he's observing him.
Oop, wrong book. He is sitting there. Looks like he is walking around an entrance to something. You see every once in a while he dips down and then comes back up. Almost as if he's looking for a way into something. Watch him for a bit. He walks over to a wall nearby, begins actively looking, searching, even scratching at the ground.
I'm going to use one of my spell slots. And just sense to see if I sense any do the primeval awareness in the area.
Primeval awareness alerts you to the whereabouts of fiends, undead, and something else, correct?
Aberration, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead are
You
present within 1 mile or within 6 miles if you're in your favorite terrain, which we're in the bog now, right? So 1 mile.
Oh, you're technically in the forest too.
We're still in the forest, okay. So.
Fae, undead, and fiends are here.
Okay.
They're within the mile of you.
Okay. I'm not catching anything glaringly off of him, eh? But he's just a demon.
Yeah, he's a fiend himself.
That would be a fiend.
Yeah.
I'm trying to determine if this guy's actually like the harpy, gonna be our friend possibly. Just from my own history, my own knowledge, or should I roll? Yeah, let me roll a history check. I just want to see what the occurrence of non aggressive fiends are on our world. So many of them here. Oh, nice. 24.
24 in the history
natural 20.
of you encountering fiends as a local hero, whatnot. They have all been aggressive to some extent. Yeah. More so since the disappearance of the dragons and the fiends have surged forward, you find that they're pretty aggressive, as if even if defeated and sent back to the pit, so to speak, they will eventually find their way back.
But never have I heard that one aiding anyone other than themselves.
No, not true. You will hear fiends aiding others, of course, for their own diabolical purposes. Usually someone of greater power.
Okay, we're gonna go back and tell the group what I've observed him doing.
Okay.
Report back that there's some sort of opening door. Can I make out the door at all? Is it a door? Is it a portal? Is it a...
Looking around with a 21, if you look north from where you are, where the demon is, you can see that he went down at one point. He almost like he went down a staircase kind of thing, and then came back up.
Okay.
Ruins...
Can't get a good look at where he's
no, can't get a good look. Ruins to you are to the north, and continue on east, or to the north, and continue on in a roundabout pattern. Size of the house. However, with a 21, as you're making your way back towards the group, you can see off to the, let's say, southwest, another small area of ruins. Looks like a smaller house, almost like a guest house, has been collapsed over in the distance where some trees are. Just take note of that as well.
And I haven't noticed any other fae, fiends, or things hanging about.
No.
Nothing wandering through this area of the swamp forest area.
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay. But I know they're within a mile, so they're not far off.
Somewhere within a mile.
All right. All right. So yeah, there's a minotaur. Oh, do I know what kind of demon that was?
Yeah, what did you give me on the knowledge earlier?
What, on the history check?
Yeah.
It was 21.
21?
It was 24, sorry. It was
24? What are you going to call it? A Vex? Let's see if I can get this right. Vez? I can't pronounce it. Vexxeh. Vexe.
Vexe? Vexe.
Vexe?
But hey,
Vexe!
Vexe! He's Canadian.
Here, I'll give you a picture. It's fun. Let's do that.
Yes, pictures are good.
See how well I can do it. We'll try it.
Oh, nice.
Got him?
Hey, he's got one of Jackson's clothes.
Those clothes do look a bit small on him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
they
the
do.
tiny little clothes on him.
tiny coat.
Tiny coat.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Make your way back to the group.
Sorry.
Let them know what you find.
Yep.
What's your plan from there?
So there's also a small guest house collapsed to the southwest as well. But the manor is currently occupied, and it looks like he's staying there looking for something. Keeps going down below where I can see him, and coming back up again. But he's not trashing the place like a lot of demons would.
What's he doing?
Just kind of wandering back and forth down the stairs and back up again, like he's looking for something.
Like he's looking for something.
Yeah. Well, as near as I can tell, he looks like he's looking for something. He could be just possessed, going through the motions. I don't know.
Do we want to try?
The fair possessed. I don't know about the demons in here.
Do we want to try and talk to them?
Well, I don't know. You want to send the tiefling in?
No. I can see what I can find. Like, I can try and charm them and see what I can find out.
Oh, you could do that, sure. If you can do that.
Do we want to try that?
What say the group? I'm okay with you doing that.
We can see how that goes.
I'll back you up.
So this is what we're gonna do then. I will cast a spell that while I'm playing my music, and it'll affect everyone that comes within 100 feet that can hear it. So it's going to attempt to charm them. If you guys swing at them, it's going to automatically break it. So, like, even if it doesn't work, I'll try and talk our way out of this. But don't start swinging until we have to. Does that work for everybody?
Works for me.
Yeah, I muted
Sure.
myself, but I agreed with that.
Sorry, just a quick question. What are demons considered? I'm just trying to pick a favorite. An aberration.
They're fiends. They're fiends.
Oh, fiends. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it there. Yeah, I'm gonna choose fiends as because I get another favorite enemy. I can choose a language.
Well, choosing fiends would be very smart since the world is full of
Since
fiends.
the world is full of fiends, yes.
You were lucky on goblins.
Yeah.
All right. So do we want to? This works for everybody?
Everybody seems to be in agreement with you. Your plan is to walk up slowly and contact this creature verbally?
Yep. I'll be singing a song as I'm going up. But yeah.
Okay. You bust out the contraption there and begin to sing as you move forward. What's that?
My new magical instrument. My fashion's bandolier.
Yeah, that's what it is. You play that wonderful thing as you move forward. Until this giant demon stands up. 15 feet tall, this minotaur-looking thing is quite the presence. Him immediately seeing you throws him into a fiendish rage, which he begins burling heavily towards you. He comes at you with full force like demons normally would do until he enters the area of which you have your song.
Yeah. You can hear the music can be heard up to 100 feet away.
100 feet away, he starts coming in. Eventually, it overcomes him. What do I have to roll?
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma save. What's that?
Bonus action. I'm going to do unsettling words.
Ooh.
So he is going to get. I'm going to use a bardic inspiration, and he's going to get a -5. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, I think I'm doing the wrong one there. Hold on. I've got one that lowers his next save. Just want to make sure I'm right.
Cutting words, wasn't it?
No, I think unsettling words is the one that. Yeah, I roll it. The creature must subtract 5 off of its next saving throw, and I do that as a bonus action.
Do I have a save against it?
No.
Okay, so you do a 5 against it. Unbeknownst to you, he has disadvantage on charm. He is weak-willed.
Excellent.
And with that, a 9 is going to become a 4.
He is beguiled. He
And-
is charmed and is actually friendly towards
Nice. Got a new friend.
He can hear the music and for 1 hour afterwards.
You see this gigantic Minotaur fiend, 15 feet tall, made out of dark hide and red glowing eyes that could probably rip you to shreds. Stop. And he's enthralled by your song. He seems to go back down to a squatting position with his 2 hands on the ground, his tiny clothes on him for whatever reason, and he
Tiny
just
clothes.
listens to the music. He seems to be, hypnotized by it.
I start going like some like hellish like death metal with it. And I'm just trying to go to the base.
He seems to be just taken.
All right. Keep walking up towards the area.
Okay.
In case there are any more, we'll pull them all into the song.
Make your way up. You're playing the song as you go. You don't see anything else, but you come a lot closer. You're inside the ruins at this point. You can clearly see a staircase off in the distance leading down below into the ground.
So anything within 100 feet is hearing the song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll look down the staircase, still playing the music as I'm looking down, trying to direct the sound down that way a little bit.
Playing loudly down into the hole below. You see the staircase is very thin, as we're going to say a 5-foot hallway, but it's actually a little less, probably about 4 or 3 feet, something the demon himself couldn't fit in, making its way down to the dark below. You play down there and you look down there and you see nothing respond to you, at least from that immediate area below.
Just do a quick walk around the perimeter, Pied Piper this shit during the around with me.
You do a pretty good big circle of this, and you got a lot of different areas of the former home here with the ruined walls and whatnot. But with the presence of the demon, any and all Fae that were here at the moment have been scared off, either gone below or off into the woods.
All right, so do a flurry of a finish, and I don't have to do a performance check, but I'm a purist. That's going to be a 22 on a performance check to just end the song.
All right. Now, if you end the song, is he uncharmed?
No, for 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Okay. You end the song on a mighty note, and everyone.
He's not charmed, he is friendly.
He's friendly.
Yep.
He's your boy.
Yeah.
Like Shmee.
What'd you think?
Like Shmee, yeah.
You see him kind of stand up a little bit, and he kind of claps these big hands, clawed hands.
You're too kind. You're too kind. What is your name, my friend?
Oh, I know the name of the demon. He will give you the name Alon. Alyon.
Elon.
Better catch him on.
Elon. I appreciate the support. How are you doing on this fine day?
He says, doing very well.
Those are some pretty impressive clothes, I have to say.
So dusting them
Language
off,
is speaking.
standing up. He's speaking common.
Common?
Everybody speaks common.
Everybody speaks common. Thank you. Yes.
What are you doing here?
Passing through, heard the call of the hoof.
The call of the hoof. What is that?
You see him look over at you. He says, the hoof, the fiendish foot.
It's calling you here?
It is somewhere nearby.
What do you think it wants?
To be set free, of course. To be recovered.
It's imprisoned?
Never imprisoned. Always lost.
Ask him if it's an item.
Could you describe the fiendish foot? The call of the hoof?
Obsidian, cloven hoof on a golden lanyard.
And what does it do besides call?
He says it bestows power, of course. Gifts.
can see one such as you could do much with such.
Lost his keychain.
He says power. Many can't survive its effects. Demons can.
True, powerful demons can.
Gift from the goat horn demon lord himself.
Knowledge, arcana for that, or history, or I don't know which. Drake doesn't remember which one the goat horn demon lord is.
Go for history. Go for history.
Good, because my history is much better. Nice. That'd be a 25.
You're thinking he's talking about Orcus.
Yes.
Okay.
Want to catch up the rest of the class?
Later.
Okay.
Do you think it's down there?
Somewhere within a mile. I can't tell where, but there's an underground chamber here.
Why haven't you gone down?
I can't fit. I'm too big.
See. Have you thought of sending others?
I've just recently discovered this. I will influence someone, bind them to my will, and send them to recover it.
The binding of will could be broken, though. My friend, why don't we go in your stead?
If you would recover it for me, that would be greatly... I would greatly reward you.
Helping out a friend is its own reward.
Trust him, he's a fiend.
You realize which one is beguiled who, right here, Kylo?
Yeah.
He thinks.
Yeah.
He thinks.
He thinks.
You say it's within a mile?
I sense it within a mile.
We think it's underground.
Many things are within a mile.
It is strongest here.
You know he's only friendly towards me, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to him.
Why don't we go down and see what we can find?
Just the two of you?
No, us. He can't fit down.
Oh.
Says, go scout it out, young elf.
Yeah. While we go down there, do you know anything about what's been going on with the Fae?
No, I am not from this area. Passing through.
Ah, well, it's fortunate that you did. The Fae have been going wild in the area. Do you think the call of the Hoof could be reaching them as well?
It does have quite the effect.
Is there anything we should do so that we are protected, so that we can return it to you?
You will be safe enough.
Okay.
It's a Jedi mind trick?
Yeah.
You will be safe enough.
These are the droids you're looking
Do not hold it too long. Return it to me
You will
quickly.
be safe.
Is there something that can dampen its magic that we could hold it within to bring it to you safely so that we can return it to you?
No.
We're going into the fucking one room here.
Yeah.
All right.
Precious.
Gentlemen, shall we attempt to retrieve this for our friend?
Not my friend.
I suppose.
Man, I'll go with you guys.
Sounds like fun.
All right. Let's go.
All right. You make your way across the ruins and towards the staircase. Is that the way you wish to go?
Yep.
Okay. Down the staircase.
I'll be right behind us, or is he just staying where he was?
He's staying where he was. He's just kind of sitting out in the ruins, kind of watching you go, but looking off around in the distance as well. He's fully expecting you to do what you're doing, go below and see if you can find this item and bring it back. He's a buddy. He thinks you're going to be a pal, kind of thing.
Yep.
Maybe a confidant too.
Yeah.
Maybe a chum. Maybe
So,
a pen pal when he leaves.
Just as an FYI for the DM on this one, I don't know how it'll work with like what the fiend might know for magic. Like with a charmed person, when it ends, they know they've been charmed.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case with this. Like
Oh.
he has to become friendly to me for an hour.
Okay.
But it doesn't say anything about him being aware that he was charmed or anything like that with this spell.
Okay, he was just friendly with you for an hour. Otherwise, he may still be friendly, or something may cause him not to be friendly.
Like, it could
Alright.
change, but it's not like with a charmed person where he automatically knows he was getting fucked with.
Okay, fair enough. So it would have to be something that would make him unfriendly at the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
Like
nature
fucking him over,
could
yeah.
be,
Yeah.
his nature could be that. I'm just saying that he doesn't automatically.
Right. He won't just snap out of it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys make your way down a set of stairs below. Dusty dark cellar was apparently used to store spirits. The stone stairway, that leads down from above seems sturdy and safe. The wooden shelves against the walls and in the middle of the room have suffered badly from moisture and old age. Broken kegs and bottles lie scattered amongst the floor.
Is the rhinoceros going to make it down here?
Rhino seems a little big.
How about the bear?
Bear, you'd be agile enough. Would you like to leave May up top with the
Yeah,
Crinoceros?
we'll leave May up top with the.
If we leave her up here, do we think that we can... My concern is she's left up here on her own and that demon's still walking around.
Demon's
Well, we
walking
could
around, but
leave.
he's friendly.
Kelda could stay up here too.
We could have Keldon, May, and the Crinoceros up there. Any trouble, they could run down.
And the bear.
And the bear. Fair enough.
Do you want to leave some assurances with your new friend there that he's not going to touch them?
Sure. Hang on. Go back to him. Some of our party are going to stay up here to ensure that we can get up here safely on the way back. Can you make sure that they're unmolested?
He says it will be fine. I have nowhere to go. I'm waiting here.
I appreciate it, sir. All
Make,
right.
make your way below to see what looks like an old cellar. There is a lot of different shelves down here, the former remains of kegs and whatnot. It looks like maybe a wine cellar at one time below the former mansion or house of this this elven guy here, this elven noble. As you go down, it is quite dark. Everyone here can see in the dark, I assume.
I can.
And you make your way
Do we
in.
have any? Kai and Kara are human.
Kai and Kara are human. They'll come down, they'll light up a torch.
Yeah, they can't see in the dark.
They'll
Yeah,
kinda-
don't imagine Kara wants to stay up with the demon.
No.
Probably not.
They'll hang near the back. They'll light up a torch, come down. I'm going to keep your 21 at this point. Upon entering this area, you see the ground here is very old, very covered in dirt and other dust, whatnot. You can see all different prints upon coming down here. You can see hooven prints. You can see booted prints. You can see tiny creatures, larger creatures, have all moved up and down here within maybe a month.
Anything more recent?
The most recent ones that you can attribute are more four-legged cloven hooves. You think tiefling at first, but you can clearly make out 4 legs.
4 legs.
Mhm.
Okay. Are centaurs Fey?
Yes.
Okay. Not this necessarily centaur. Could be a griffin. Well,
But
no,
it's-
griffins don't have 4 hooves. Could be anything.
But it's-
Unicorns. Goats. Demon goats.
Demon goats.
Yeah. So many of those have moved in the last couple days.
Yes.
All right, I inform everybody.
Okay.
That it may get busy down here. Hopefully, it's a big basement.
All right, you take a look around.
Yep.
You see the tracks on the ground. You see a door leading off to the west.
Hear anything?
Give me a perception. New perception for me down here.
Nope. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
It's the best time to roll a 1.
Everybody gathers in the cellar. You see that there's a small door ahead of you and a hallway leading off to the west. You got a 1. You're not quite sure.
Okay, you guys figure out what to do. I will be right back.
It's a lot more silent down here than it was up top as
I
you
got
made
a-
your way down.
12 perception.
Got a 12, fair enough. You could see a little door ahead of you, and beyond that, you could just faintly hear something. You can hear some movement, some rustling around, kind of a squeaking. You can hear almost like something turning and squeaking, almost mechanical in nature. Something going round and round, followed by a small, far off, you would say voice, but you can't make out any words.
So go that way.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
make our way that way.
All right. Have Kylo lead the way. Like
Kylo's
walk outdoors.
yeah, he's an outdoor guy.
Yeah.
Jackson will take point with his shield at the ready.
All right, Jackson, you move up, open the door, take your shield at the ready, and start making your way down the hall. Make your way down the hall into a much larger room. 4 circular pillars support the ceiling of this room. A 10-foot wide circular well yawns between these 4 pillars in the room's center. A broken bucket sits near the rim of the well, and a few old wooden crates are piled along the east wall of the empty room. There is the hallway continuing to the north and to the south at the far end of the room as well. As you enter, you can hear clearly the noises are coming from the well.
Would we look down the well?
Yeah. I was wondering why he wasn't looking down the well.
Sorry.
All right, Branthrin, you want to go?
The wells
Yeah,
fucked me
I'll
up.
do an investigation.
Go for it.
It's
So
an
what's
8.
the
I'm not gonna see anything.
All right, Branthrin, you make your way over to the well. You start looking. You can see up above you that there is a crank and a circular device there with rope on it, which seems to be moving, but you can't see anything with an 8 below. You just see darkness.
I'll take a look.
All right, Jackson, you move up beside Branthrin. Take a look.
Sorry. I actually froze. I watched The Ring when I was way too young. You mentioned noises coming from a well.
Yeah.
My brain just went, yeah, fuck that, we're done.
That's it.
That's a
Greasy-haired woman comes out.
that's a 21 on perception there.
21. Down into the darkness of the well, hanging from a rope, you can see a tiny goblin. He looks up at you, and he's kind of caught between, should I do something or should I get help?
Do we recognize the goblin?
You do not.
Let's pull the goblin up.
Pull him up by the rope.
In water,
Uh,
or is the well dry?
The well has water, but it's further down than you can see. But But his flailing about, you can hear small rocks and things dislodge, go down and sploosh in the water below.
Yeah, we're gonna pull him up.
Give me a strength check. Pull him up.
13.
13? Okay.
Yep.
13, you pull the rope, bring it up until the goblin comes out of the top.
All right.
And thanks you, and goblin. Oh, thank you. Anyone speaking goblin will understand him.
I speak goblin, so. What you doing down there, friend?
He says, Stocks fell down the well. Sorry.
Oh, Stocks is your name, eh? What were you doing on the edge of the well, Stocks?
Well, trying to get water.
From way down there?
Well,
Not the best plan.
Stocks
Insight
not used
check.
well before.
What's Stocks doing down here?
19 on an insight check. Is he being honest with us, or is he trying to pull one over on us?
He was getting water. It was.
Yeah, that's not what I've asked. Trying to be deceitful.
He is trying to be deceitful. He is not doing a good. Oh no, he is not doing a good way of hiding anything
Stocks
from
fell.
Yeah, I got that joke.
you.
Well, now the stocks are on the rise. Guess I pulled them up.
Oh, his name should have been GME. Damn it.
So you're trying to get water there, Stocks. Was it because somebody tossed you down there on this rope and you were thirsty, or you were actually going down there for some reason?
He says, maybe Stocks annoy some people every once in a while.
Oh, yeah? How many people would you say you've
I
annoyed
mean,
recently?
no one. By myself. No one
By
here.
yourself, okay.
Just
you threw
Stocks.
yourself in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Stocks. We'll go intimidation.
Oh.
Good cop, bad cop.
Hey, 13.
22.
Damn.
Tie the socks. Brush her off there. Tie the rope around his ankle. Put him back in. Pull him back up. Stocks.
You threw him in the well?
Yeah. Throw him in the wall and pull him back up. That's how I'm intimidating the shit out of him. Stocks.
Wow.
You're lying to us.
This is new for you, Clairville.
Jackson's smiling in the back.
This is usually Jackson's stick.
You're catching me on a very bad day.
Did you get a wrinkle in your shirt?
What are you doing down here?
Oh, no, just left behind to keep watch.
For whom?
I can't say. Stocks will be in trouble.
Doc, next time you go in that well, you're not coming back out.
No, don't throw Stocks in the well.
Docs,
Oh,
who left you here to keep watch?
Druid.
Name.
Big Druid.
That's his name, Big Druid. Come on.
Named Tarvo.
Aro?
Tarvo.
Carvo. Yep. Third
Yeah,
Druid.
that's him. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Where's Tarvo?
Tarvo's been gone for a while. Stocks
How
think
long?
maybe dead. Stocks master.
How long is a while, Doc?
Stocks bad with time.
A day? A year? An hour?
Which one year? That one couple days?
That one is long days.
No, not that
Ace.
many days.
Hey, Stocks. I heard that Goblin Shmee is leader of goblins now.
Shmee?
Not Stocks.
Shmee
Yeah.
is loser.
No,
We.
leader of goblins.
Ironjaw was
Jackson's
later.
finally gonna correct Squee.
Oh, Squee.
Oh,
Squee.
Squee. No, Squee. We badass.
You find Squee? What Squee do?
He leads the
He
goblins
stabbed
now.
Tarvo.
Oh, you killed Tarvo?
He stabbed
Hooray!
him.
Stock's free. I'll be going now.
You can go up the stairs and out.
Oh, yeah? He starts moving.
He's still
He's
tied.
gonna-
He's still still tied to a rope.
Yeah, but he's gonna run right into May. That's not gonna go well for him.
If you're letting him go, he's gonna bolt.
He's still tied to a rope, though.
Oh, you'll untie it.
I don't think we should let him go.
So long.
Hey, wait.
Stock, go by. He runs to the other room, closes the door.
Intimidation, telling him to stop. That would be a 27.
Damn it. All right, he stops midway.
Kylo, your turn.
My turn?
You told him to stop. You said wait.
Come here, buddy.
Stocks don't think
This guy
so.
over- You see this guy over here? This big guy over here with the eye patch?
That guy?
Yeah. He likes goblin soup.
Well, probably. Not seen his type before. All more
Miles
reason Stocks will be
Schmidt.
going now.
No. We need to know where you were coming from.
Why I
Before
tell
the
you?
well.
You're not intimidating.
We work for your boss, Squee.
Oh, you're lying.
Stock.
Deception.
Deception.
17.
Oh, damn it. Nope, 10.
Yeah.
I start
Yeah.
turning Stocks towards the well.
Oh. All right.
Stocks.
Already stops.
We need some information. You give us all the information, all the true information. Then we let you go. And as a bonus, you get to keep all of your fingers.
Oh, that's a good deal.
You can keep the rope, too.
At this point, Jackson's gonna raise his hand. I didn't get to keep all mine.
All right, he goes, what do you need to know?
How many more are down here?
Oh, some Fae. Very angry Fae. Stocks stay out of sight, but there's some Elsed down here.
L said?
Almost like a centaur, but a half elf, half deer.
Okay.
Okay. Who were you with?
Nox left behind. Just to keep watch. Didn't think Fae would come in.
How many more goblins did Torvo have with him?
Torvo took band of goblins. Left
How
How
many?
big is a band?
12.
12. Okay. And which way did they go?
Don't know.
Did they say where they were going?
He's thinking.
He'll say, said they were going back to Outpost.
So, did you come through a portal?
No portal. Tree stride.
You tried, okay.
Through teleportation.
Yeah. Damn druids and their tree jumping.
All right.
Waiting for Torvo.
Yeah.
Keeping the light on.
Keeping.
What light?
No more light. Stocked hide in the darkness. Crazed Fae. Well, not a good spot to hide.
What's in the well?
Death.
I was really hoping I was going to get to answer that question.
Should we
Now I
send you
want to
back?
know.
Should we send you back down to find out? There's water down there. You can get your water.
No. Want to leave now.
You have two options then. The well or out the front door.
Oh, front door.
I just have one more question. I look him right in the eye. And this time, I'm going to do persuasion. I'm going to be friendlier. We're going to let you go. As long as you answer this next one truthfully. Persuasion is a 28.
Oh, got him.
Is there anything else that we should know if we want to get out of here alive?
You could go back the way you came.
That's not something else I should know.
Crazed Fae down here. Be careful, Crazed Fae.
That's not a great answer. Maybe he should go back in the well.
Okay, maybe some undead too.
Some undead too.
Deeper in.
What kind of undead?
Not quite sure. Stock's not scholar.
No shit.
Yeah, we can tell that.
Tarvo cast spell. Wall of stone. Try to keep them at bay.
Got it.
So was Tarvo afraid of these things?
Afraid of something, yes. Sealed it in.
Which means it's more powerful than Tarvo.
Or he just didn't want to fight that many of them.
Maybe. Or yeah, there could be a lot of them. What was Tarvo looking for down here?
Unknown. Didn't tell me.
Just told you to hold the light.
Hold the light.
And you failed at that job.
Stock's not good light holder.
Well, I can see why Squee is the leader, not you.
Damn Squee.
Well, what are you going to do with your new pet there, Clairval?
Were you honest with me?
Oh yes,
Insight
Stock's
check.
tell you everything.
16 on an insight check.
As much as he knows, he told you.
Okay. You can go.
Woohoo! He takes off, lays back into the...
You should message May that he's coming.
Going to. Clarel's having a bad day, okay?
He takes off. He goes through the cellar room where you gone, and who knows? He went up the stairs, and we don't know what happens at that point. You're in the room with the well. It's quiet in here. It's dark in here, except for the torchlight that the two twins have. Hallway here continues south or goes back north at this point. Seems pretty
In
quiet.
case anybody missed the title of this episode, it's Jake's Bad Day.
Jake's bad.
All right, so we should continue down through the hallway.
Which one?
How many are there? Two, three?
There was two. There's one to the north and one to the south. Branthrid, do a listen, do a perception.
All right.
Never mind. Poor Branthrid, he tries.
I thought you dwarves were good underground.
He's looking around. Oh, I've been underground for quite some while.
Okay. Here, let me take a look around.
Do a perception investigation, whatever you want to do.
Nope, I failed.
You failed as well. Everybody's lost in the dark. Just chilling.
I'm gonna do an investigation. No, I'm not.
Nope.
Did you get even less?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. 4. That didn't even happen.
Jackson's gonna go ahead and draw his glowing sword and roll a 22 in investigation.
22 with your glowing green sword.
Yep.
You can hear noises, slow moving. Maybe the clump of hooves coming from the southern hallway somewhere far beyond.
So then we should go north?
Yeah, crazed Fae isn't quite our problem. We just need to figure out why they're going crazy.
We got a pretty good idea why they're going crazy.
This call of the hoof.
Yeah. This obsidian hoof that the demon wants is probably what's driving all the Fae around here crazy. Since they're more like connected to the other planes, they're probably more susceptible to this. So if we can get this out of here, this will take care of the problems going on around the city here.
Works for me.
All right.
North it is.
Just as an FYI, I'm charming. I don't know how effective I'll be against magically crazed fae.
Just a question, being that Clairval and I are both Fey ancestry. This shouldn't have any effect on elves, right?
The demon said we should be fine.
Okay.
yeah.
If you take a demon's word for it, yeah.
And with that, Jax is going to switch to his gleaming sword instead. The one that does not give off the light.
You know that there's creatures to the south. You've determined there's sound to the south. Something is moving down to the south. If you want to take a peek to the north, is that your idea to get away from the current sound?
Yep.
You're going to make your way north. You go north and you find quickly that there's not too much of a way to go this way. Making your way up, the remains of a broken table and 2 splintered chairs lay on the floor of the square room. The rusty head of a glaive and a smashed crossbow lie at the foot of an empty weapon rack to the west wall. To the north, an ancient cave-in fills what once looked like a continuation of this hallway passage. This looks naturally caved in. Doesn't look like a wall of stone, anything like that. It's like the old site of some weapon room or a battle here had occurred, but there's not much there. Look at that. Branthrin himself, being a dwarf, can tell you that's a heavy cave-in. Not much of a way to go that way. Have to turn around.
Yes, we're going south.
Make your way back to the main well room looking south. You know you've seen or heard something up ahead. You gather at the edge of the hallway. Formulate your plan on how you want to continue forward.
I'll take point. Who wants to take next?
I'll go next and just help with finding our way.
Or bring up the rear, I go in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in last.
Where's the twins? In between them?
I'll go there. Yeah. All right. Are you assaulting the room? Are you stealthing in? Are you scouting? What are you doing?
How does Jackson enter any room?
Loudly.
Like
Saunters in.
Branthrin calling for people's names.
Heavy sound of chainmail and boots sauntering down the hallway.
Gonna Santin yelling, Tarvo, where are you? I wish to parlay.
Just
I come
walking.
to an arm wrestling match.
You make your way south. Three round pillars support the ceiling of this 15-foot high hall. Slopes down as you go. Filthy bedding is heaped to the east around a smoldering campfire, and a narrow vent in the ceiling allows the smoke to vent outward. Around the room, it goes pretty far to the east. So as you come down and you look, it trails off far off to the side. There's a bunch of different crates, a small fire, and a little chimney at the far end. You can see moving around there 2 of these Alseid creatures have bows on their back, and they're just walking around by the fire at the moment. Give me a perception, everybody who's near the front.
So that'd be Kylo, Jackson, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Prestidigitation instead. Wrong spell.
I got a 6.
18.
18?
Cool.
That's a 15.
All right, Jackson and Clairval, you notice that there's also a hallway going the other way to the west. So as soon as you enter this room, it goes far off to the east. It's big. It's a large room with a bunch of different crates of fire at the far end and a chimney. But if you look the other way, it's a tiny little hallway going off there as well, kind of near where you are. Also, with your perceptions, you can see over into the east, near the crates and near the fire, there's also a creature which looks kind of like a woman outfitted with leaves, branches, and nature-ish type garb. Not much of it.
Jackson's gonna turn to Clairval and ask if he can use his telekinesis to untie something.
Let me check the wording on Mage Hand. I'm not sure. Not. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, so yeah.
He's gonna point to the bowstring on the El Cid.
Is Mage Hand invisible?
No, that's what I was about to tell him.
Ah,
It's a floating spectral hand, so they would see the hand.
scratch that idea off then.
They haven't been disturbed at all, right? They're not hearing us.
Have not heard you. Far to the eastern side of the room, two of the creatures patrol near the fire. Unknown to all of you, except for Clairval and Jackson, a third creature is between the fire and the boxes closer to you.
You guys have pointed out the hallway to us.
Yep.
And there's a hallway the other way.
Creature.
Okay. We should go to the hallway.
You realize
I'm
that
saying-
from the
I'm
hallway...
saying this without knowing about the creature.
I said we told you about the creature.
Oh, you told us about the creature too? Okay.
Well, the
How
creature...
far is the creature from the Elcid?
Okay, so about 60 feet.
Okay.
Creature's about 60 feet from the El Cid, but about 60 feet from you to the entrance of your hallway. The other hallway is about 10 feet down and west from you.
10 feet? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we could easily get into the hallway.
You could.
Why don't we get into the hallway, get out of sight, and then figure out what we're going to do.
I've got an idea
Okay.
to help us with that. So right now, these Fays are on the other side of this. We're going to call her a Dryad for lack of a better term. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
it goes us, Dryad, Fey towards the east, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to cast, centered on the Dryad, Silence.
Okay.
So it's a 20-foot radius sphere around the point that I designate.
Mm-hmm.
Sound does not pass through or out of it.
Okay.
So, like, we could, like, be banging pots together. The sound won't penetrate the silent sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And any sound that she makes in it don't leave the silent sphere.
Correct. Okay.
And if she tries to cast a spell that has a verbal component, it automatically fails.
Nice. Okay.
Has she seen us?
No one's seen you yet.
Is she now that he's pointed her out, does she look bound or does she look like she's just hanging out?
Hanging out.
Okay.
I'm sure casting silence would not alert them. At first, anyway.
So are we looking to go west here while we
Go-
can?
Go west, young man.
Do I get a save against silence, or is it just an effect?
Nope.
Area
Automatic.
effect?
An area effect.
Okay.
And you have no way of knowing what the area is.
Correct. Okay.
What I would say for that is no sound can be created within either.
Mm-hmm.
So they would likely notice that it goes silent within the area if they were paying attention.
Correct. They'd have to actively pay attention and realize that they're not making any noise, if they were making noise.
Right.
So no crackling fire either.
No crackling fire, no walking of their own feet, that kind of thing. It would take a minute, but...
Yep.
The absence of your own heartbeat.
Alright, well, let's quickly move in the hallway and get out of here.
All right. Silence goes off. You dash westward into the hallway. A simple coffin made of walnut wood lies half open near the north wall of this room. A headless, semi-pulverized skeleton of a humanoid is huddled in the middle of the room on the floor. Skeleton's skull, which bears a huge, sharp fangs, sits near the southeast corner of the room. A section of the wall to the northwest seems smooth and polished, a much different style of stonework than surrounding walls.
Well, I think we know where the wall was created.
Oh, right.
Large teeth, you said, in this skeleton?
On the
Large,
skull that's
yeah.
not attached to the body.
Yeah.
Does the skull look like it's from the body?
Correct.
Would I be able to wrench the teeth out?
It's still alive.
The skull's alive?
No, it's skeleton. Skeleton.
The skeleton's alive, but he said he's hunched. Oh, you said he's hunched, not necessarily.
Headless, semi-pulverized skeleton of a humanoid is huddled in the middle of the room on the floor.
Pulverized.
Yeah.
It's probably still alive or undead.
Yeah, you have a point there.
Can our ranger detect undead?
I did earlier, yes.
You get the presence of undead within 1 mile.
I was like a bit more specific than that.
Kara, can you help us out with that?
Kara can. Kara will come into the room. She will do a small ritual while she has some time and determine that this thing is no longer active.
Okay. Go
Wonderful.
ahead and take a couple teeth if you like, Jackson.
Specifically the pointy ones.
You're gonna sew those into your face,
That's a horrifying image.
isn't it?
Yes, it was. Thank you for that.
I wouldn't put it past the guy who wanted his hand chopped off earlier.
That is... What do you want me to roll for that?
To get the teeth out?
Yeah.
Well, you have a knife, and you've done work like this before. It's not going to be hard for you to do that. Give me a dexterity check in this case, just to make sure you can get them out without breaking anything.
A 14.
14's fair. You're able to pry the fangs out of the skull. Safely tuck them away.
Exciting.
I'm gonna have Kai bring the torch over to the coffin and take a look at the coffin.
Brings it over towards the coffin, and we'll look down at what is there. It looks like it's been ripped apart recently.
Inside?
What's that?
From the inside?
No, from the outside.
From the outside, okay. What's in the coffin?
Nothing now. Nothing at this point.
Nothing. Okay.
I'm gonna look at the body, do an investigation check.
Go for it.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
21 total.
Woo!
Nice.
That's 2 natural 20s that turned into 21s for us tonight.
What do you want to determine from the body?
Or for 21.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna look in any pockets or see if there's anything noteworthy.
Anything noteworthy left around or whatnot? From this, what you can find, still attached to the skeleton, turned around backwards, is a silver and gold ring with a ruby set into it.
Have I ever seen something like this?
In your travels, you've seen rings like this more so on noblemen.
Okay.
You know, the kind that invites you to parties and eat you.
And have a bad day.
Since that seemed to be a running theme.
Oh.
Not the bad day. The nobleman inviting people to dinner and then killing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It wasn't
gonna
a shot
put
at
that-
Clairval.
I'm just gonna put that in my backpack.
All right, pop it in.
Oh, you don't want to put it on right away?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you for showing some wisdom.
What else is in the room? Sorry.
So the room itself, it had the coffin, it had the skeleton with the damage to it, and the skull separate from it. Branthrin discovered that it had a ring upon its hand, and the rest of the room is cut off by stone of a different nature.
Okay. Is there anything engraved on the dais or the Coffin's sitting?
Coffin kind of against the wall. It was just against the wall.
Against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Any markings on the coffin? Like sigils or anything?
This one, no, currently. It was just made of, what did we say,
Okay.
walnut.
Or walnut, yeah.
Simple coffin made of walnut.
And now we're at a dead end.
You were at a dead end. You have a wall of stone, magical stone. To your west, to your east, was a room full of crazed fae, which have been cast silence upon, and will soon learn that something is going on, and they're in a spell of silence. There's a demon up top, but he's friendly to you. You've let a goblin go, and you were in an underground
Kill it.
old noble's cellar where there possibly are vampires that even a half-orc druid was fearful of, type thing. And that's where we'll end this week.
Ooh,
We're
suspense.
He's a half-orc druid now, huh?
No, he's a hobgoblin druid.
Oh, so if anyone is hanging out, UPM Gaming, we play Sunday night from 9 till 12 Eastern Standard Time. All the old episodes are up on YouTube, and you can watch the VODs, of course, on this channel. Thank you to our friend there for throwing some cheer and giving everybody inspiration. Don't forget to use inspiration. Remember that, I can't remember the word. Advantage allows you to roll twice and take the higher number, but inspiration allows you to roll again. So if you roll and you fail, you can use your inspiration to roll again, but you can only have inspiration at one time. Don't hold on to it forever because you'll probably get it again. And if
I have one.
yeah.
I have one I've been holding on to. I haven't used it. So what is that when you give 100 biddies?
Well, I put it in for fun. Like normally you have to earn it through an action. If you do an action that's really cool and really smart, we're going to reward you with inspiration. If you donate, let's say 100 bits, not yourselves, but somebody watching the show, we're going to give you inspiration as well. And there was a third way I came up with, but I can't quite remember. But again, we do it through streaming somehow. Oh, channel points. I'm going to put it in channel points too. I'll make it really high as a reward. And if somebody has enough channel points, they can do it that way.
If somebody summons a gnome, what does that do for us?
You still don't know. You haven't.
I
You got to
know.
find out.
I have enough to summon a gnome.
Oh, do you? Okay. I'll get it on
I've had
deck
enough
then.
for a long time.
Okay.
I think, I got more than enough.
Well, thank you for everybody from coming out, and maybe we'll have everybody again next week. We shall see. I'm going to take a quick look to see if anybody's on. Other than that, I'm just going to end it out, but we'll take a quick peek just to see if there's anybody out here that we know is doing something related to D&D. I think just passive I see so far on my list.
That's always passive.
Yeah.
Well, what else? Who else is on? Let's see who else is on.
You want to find a new guy?
Let's see what's on here.
Find us a new guy.
I'm off, folks.
See you
Have
again,
a
man.
great night.
All right.
Have a good
see you,
night.
Drake.
Everybody taking off.
Chew 'em off.
Have a good night. See you, man.
See ya.
Everybody else, we're going to play an outro movie, and then we're going to raid somebody related to D&D. If you want to hang out for that,
Oh,
that's
you want-
cool.
You want D&D raid? Okay.
Yeah, give us something D&D related. If there's something. If not, we're just dipping. We'll play the movie.
Well, our usuals are on. Passive is on. Scarlet's on.
Oh, Scarlet's up. You want to do Scarlet or you want to do passive?
You can do Scarlet.
All right, let's do Scarlet. She's
Over
cool.
Scarlet.
All right. Help me spell that again.
SCXR.
I got her. All right, we got a Dungeon and Dragon stream here with very exciting costumes and all kinds of cool stuff. Guys,
Stay for the
hang
raid.
out. We're gonna go raid that, and then we're gonna play our outro movie. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get on now, and then
Play
we're
the
gonna raid.
outro
All
first.
right, here we go. See you, boys.
See ya.
Melancholy, fear the approaching doom.